On this section here, I would love to insert a catchy hook to grab your attention and keep you watching the entire video, but truth is, I don't really have anything. Because I just want to talk about how I don't want to participate in society, and hopefully, I'm not the only one. Hey guys, this is Tropical Rat with more human-made content, and today, I want to talk about how I don't want to participate in this madness that we call society. I've been having the feeling these days that being inserted in this world doesn't make any sense in any way. Looking for your place in life, finding your passions, and somehow trying to fit everything together in a harmonious way becomes more and more difficult. Having to work and giving your energy and attention to people who really don't care about you and would be indifferent with your absence makes me wonder if I'm here working towards something meaningful, and if participating in this madness is really worth it. I have a few points of critique to society and questions that keep me awake at night while I gather my strength to wake up the next day to face it all over again. Why is it that everybody somehow collectively accepted that the way we live currently is natural? The food we eat, the jobs we do, our hobbies, our goals, everything towards an idea of a good life that never comes. And to make things worse, we add money to the mix. That, which in the past was simply a piece of paper with a face on it, which in itself is already an abstract idea, now is quite literally just numbers in your bank account that physically does not exist. And we add value to those numbers, we let them dictate our lives, and we experience our struggles always with the hope that those numbers will somehow set us free, even though they were the ones who imprisoned us in the first place. So I must ask myself, and many of you as well, the following question. Am I really that crazy for not wanting to participate in any of this? But of course, for society, such thinking is not the type of a productive and disciplined human, but rather a lazy and uninspired one. And that makes me feel that I'm never going to be enough. Have you tried your best before? Have you done more than you could over and over again, and yet for those around you, it is never enough? We are expected to be efficient and always improve ourselves, to become better every day. But I must ask you this. Why? Who are we trying to please? And if you want to please yourself, then why? Why do we feel the need to be a better person every day when the only reason we ever wanted to be better in the first place was society telling us to do so? Think about that for a second. I am not suggesting that we shouldn't strive to get out of our comfort zones and improve some aspects of our lives. But all of this talk about being disciplined, organized, efficient, yada yada yada, all of that doesn't come from the inside. It's a belief that was planted in our minds. And to prove my point, let me present you with the following scenario. This is John. John lives a simple life, in the woods, just living on his own. Some could say that it's a lonely life, but John is not really worried about that. He gets up early in the morning, makes his breakfast in his typical way, and goes out to chop some wood for his fireplace. John also has a small garden, and the crops that he plants give him enough food to survive, nothing crazy. So he tenders the garden when he has time and goes fishing. With enough fishes, he has a good dinner for the night. But as soon as he's done, it's leisure time. He enjoys reading and looking at the flames on his fireplace in the evening. It calms him down. And whenever he feels his eyelids getting heavy and the dark blanket of the night covering the skies more and more, it's time to go to bed. And that's his day, with no expectations. Now, let's add in society's logic and say that he should buy a more efficient axe so that he can chop more wood, and with more ease. To become even more efficient, he should wake up even earlier to ensure that he can make the most out of his time. And for his plants, we need better tools to take care of them. Possibly the best fertilizers as well to make them grow faster, saving his time. In fact, he should even build a business with all of the space that he has in his property. Maybe he should be a farmer or a lumberjack with an advanced refinery. He could even breed fish to sell them afterwards. Hell, let's give him some books to teach him marketing and business so maybe this way he can make more money with his products. And of course, he'll always need to push himself to be his best and to have the discipline to manage all of that. He needs to be better, more efficient, and productive. Otherwise, how can he enjoy his existence? That is the way for a better life. You see my point here? John didn't need any of that, and yet outsiders are coming in and telling him what he needs to do in order to be happier and more successful. So now John thinks he doesn't chop enough wood, that he doesn't take care of his garden as efficiently as he could, and that his leisure time is him being lazy and unproductive. He blames himself for not being something that he never wanted to be. And now, add to the story billions of humans in a similar situation, and we have society in total chaos. Somehow, we haven't blown up the Earth yet, but the side effects of a sick society are already showing up. More and more people are having mental problems like depression, ADHD, and PTSD, to name a few. Loneliness is skyrocketing, with more individuals choosing to be home instead of going out because they're simply too tired to do anything else. And the cherry on top is big companies and billionaires ruining the environment for their own benefit and profit. More waste, more useless products to capitalize on, and more ways to grab your attention and suck all of your life from you. They numb you themselves and make you believe that it's your own fault for not having control over your own life. So amidst all of this chaos, how come anyone can be productive, disciplined, and at peace? How can we feel like we belong in a system that is fundamentally broken and unnatural? If the core principle of society itself goes against our own nature as humans? To be honest with you all, I don't know. In fact, I believe nobody does, but there is one thing I know, and it's that choosing to be ourselves is the first step to break free from this messed up system. Choosing to appreciate silence and stillness, appreciating not doing anything for a while without judging ourselves for it, creating more, and letting out that which is most true to our own nature, to our own self. Allowing us to feel more, love more, live more, and most importantly, letting go of the need of impeccable performance that has plagued many of our lives. With all that said, I'd like to thank you for watching the video. I didn't want to make the topic too gloomy, but I felt the need to talk about it, so there you go. And as I said before, this is human-made content. I do not use AI to help me out with anything, so if you do appreciate what I am doing here, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. I'll see you guys next time. До встречи!